today.
Second down and 4. It is Rodriguez again. Brought down.
And last week I talked about the Minnesota Vikings taking it to him. Brian Branch is going to be.
Mariota looking on third down. Can't find anyone. Now he throws.
Look at the coverage. They fall back in zone. Known for playing a lot of man. And then Amik Robertson, he goes in, and that's a perfect plaster. That's what you needed. Nice grab.
Jahmyr Gibbs in the backfield, 2 tight ends. From the 22-yard line on first down, it is Gibbs. And Gibbs takes
at that left guard in place of Christian Mahogany is Coyote. Nice game ready for the Lions.
Second down and 2, it's Gibbs. And Gibbs picks up a
10-time Pro Bowler, Bobby Wagner, in this defense having to stop the run. He's been Mr. Leadership and his ball skills to stop the run.
Fake to Gibbs. Catch made by St. Brown. Got a lot of running room. Picks up a full weekend. First carry today for Montgomery. Into Commander's territory.
Granted, that's how good he is.
Second down and 6. This is Gibbs out of the backfield. Into the arm. He said, we made every critical error we could last week. It's time to get back.
Ben Johnson leaves, but they're still got those players that can do it.
Here's Gibbs up the middle. Inside the 30-65 last week against Minnesota.
And for all the high-flying
blockers on second down and 5. Fake to Gibbs. Goff going deep. And it's
a streak down the field. Jonathan Jones is in place for Marshawn Lattimore, who's out with an ACL tear. He is filling in nice.
Now third down and 5 for the Lions. Goff to the outside. It's Jameson Williams. Picks up and
right back into the game, but I've really liked watching Jameson Williams grow as a player. Before his routes, how it fits in with the grand scheme of things, and because of that, they're starting to feature him as a.
Goff on second down, over the middle, into the end zone.
There's Jahmyr Gibbs, and then he's just going to run an angle route on the linebacker. There's no help for him at all. Splits him easily. Jared Goff.
Extra point is good. 6th
days, so looking forward to that.
Out across the 40 and still going. Their 48-yard line. They went 3 and out on their opening possession. Catch is made in Lions territory.
Goes in between the hashes.
Mariota over the middle. It is complete at the 33-yard.
There's just a full-on attack by the Rams, offensively and defensively.
This is McNichols. Washington went with split backs. McNichols and Rodriguez.
Dan Quinn said that we would see a lot of Chris Rodriguez today. He likes Chris Rodriguez. And Cliff Kingsbury, offensive coordinator, they have these hand check signals.
Thanks to replay assist. Oh, Mariota's pass. Second down and 10. Mariota. Pass incomplete.
This defense, and Terrion Arnold plays that very well. Looks back at the football.
Commanders.
Yellow. Here we go.
Play clock winds all the way down. Penalty pushes Washington back 5 yards. Third down and 15. Pass is complete.
It's started by nice field position from the Commanders' special teams, and then
Way places it down. And the kick is good. Gratitude to those who have served and continue to serve. Raymond will not.
You saw a nice balance from the Lions offense. Got almost everybody involved, and then look at the names that he's with. Our very own
backup offensive lineman split out wide to the right. Catch made by St. Brown. But we've seen trick plays
because I'm 99% sure they're trying to set up something. I just
onto him in the end zone, but not necessarily split out wide to the right.
No, not like that.
Here's Montgomery. Picks up a Lions
level, creating these big seams right between the tackles. He has that drive to want to be great.
Dan Skipper replacing Sewell at right tackle. This is the tight end, Laporta. From the Washington 23, Goff fires. And that pass intended for St. Brown.
Connection of Goff and St. Brown, with St. Brown just dropping the football. Oh, looks like
Montgomery in the backfield, 2nd and 10. Takes the handoff from Goff. Down to the 20-yard line. Gain of
Wagner got a piece of the football to get the incompletion and just made a nice tap. He's going to look to Amon-Ra St. Brown right there in the slot.
Let's see. 3rd down and 7. It's the tight end, Laporta. And it's an...
Again, going back to 7-on-7, that's just too easy. You're playing off man. I understand why, because Vikings.
From the 12, it's Montgomery. Start from forward.
3 yards, whatever it was. What I'm looking at is they're running the plays that they would use.
The first team All-Pro each of the last 2 seasons. Fake to Montgomery on 2nd and 7. Goff wrapped up. And
discipline. Now all of a sudden the run isn't as effective. Jacob Martin gets in there. Side anymore. He's able to play the pass.
Goff on the slant to St. Brown. He is in for a Lions.
Goes inside. Splits the 2. Gets the easy touchdown. Nice execution by the Lions.
Extra point is good.
Trust that he's going to be there, and they get the touchdown.
Hard return his last time. Let's head down. Players. 3 tight ends for the Commanders. First carry of the game for the rookie Jacory Krosky-Merritt.
The issues only played 1 game and ended up being the MVP of the East-West Shrine Bowl and gets drafted 7th round.
Pass set. 2nd down and 4. It's Krosky-Merritt. 3rd among all rookies in. Commanders do not have to run a play. They do. Get the snap away. Mariota looking for Chosen.
Really good man defense. We've known that and seen that for the past few years. But he...
3rd down and 9. Mariota stays on his feet, spins, and now he's taken down.
That aggressive style, up-tempo offense from Cliff Kingsbury.
Punt taken at the 15 by Raymond, and he is forced back. Commanders have now been outscored 74-25 in the first quarter of games. This is Khalif Raymond. And he's...
Jahmyr Gibbs puts on a beautiful block on Trey Amos and springs Khalif Raymond for that 100 miles an hour.
They've all bought in. Here's Gibbs on 2nd and 2. Gibbs and St. Brown with touchdowns today. Here's Gibbs. Gibbs across midfield. And he is...
As he's going through the hole, and the first thing I think about is the big block he laid on Trey Amos to start this series.
The Commanders 42. Fake to Gibbs. Goff with time. Can't find anyone. The pass is deflected.
The suspension gets rescinded. He's Mr. Everything for the Washington Commanders. That energy that he brings, the best defender on that team, by the way.
Would rather not lose 100,000, but he's out on the field making plays.
Pass caught by Gibbs. And Gibbs is stopped about a
game as last year. Total yards a game, 28. Pass yards, 29. Takeaways, 29.
3rd down and 2. It's Gibbs. Wagner, the first Commanders
defense to stop the run.
Goff to a wide open Raymond. Raymond picks up another Detroit first down.
At 2 tight ends, 2 wide receivers.
There's Gibbs. This time he's bottled up. Another long drive here. This will be the 9th play.
And
Lions over their first 3 possessions. 2nd down and 9. Couple of flags are thrown.
Number 99, that's a 5-yard penalty. 2nd down.
That's Javon Kinson.
You've literally done nothing. This first half, they've...
In at fullback.
There's Gibbs.
Cuts to the outside, turns the corner. Still going into the end zone to that side. As soon as Jahmyr Gibbs breaks that first tackle of Frankie Louvu, he outruns the defense, and then they just bowl over the Commanders.
What the Eagles do, higher up.
It looked like Louisville, he was injured. He was able to walk off on his own. There's Frankie Louisville. He's on the sideline. He's getting checked out by one of the trainers. But it was very interesting. They got decimated specifically at that wide receiver position and the defensive line position.
Average of over 22 points. Have allowed touchdowns on Detroit. First time this season. Going for two. Goff hands it off. Montgomery is in.